Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses. Gang, now, as you can hear, you know, I've been under the weather for the past couple days. My voice is a little hoarse, but this is what I love to do. So I got to bang this out. And I think this would be the best time to do it. Now, for you guys who don't know, my girlfriend broke up with me. Okay, very painful. I started drinking again like a couple months ago, right? Not every day, but just on the days that end with Y. Nothing wrong with that. I recently stopped again 3 days ago. Yeah, and that was one of the motivating factors. But I'm gonna tell you a couple things. 7 or more things that I learned while going through this situation. Now, of course, I was very. I didn't really pay attention to what I was going through or the situation. I didn't see the signs because I was always intoxicated. But yeah, let me just go into it. So the first thing that I learned was I put so much energy and importance into my family, being a boyfriend to my baby mother, not just being a baby daddy. Like, that's what I will always say. She'll be like, maybe we should just. I'm like, no. I don't want to be a baby daddy. I want to be a boyfriend because, that's more honorable. Like, yeah, being in my son's life is very important. But having a romantic relationship with his mother and him seeing us loving on each other and, kissing and hugging and laughing is real important for me as far as his development. I don't want him to be raised by some dude that doesn't have any of the same morals as me or characteristics as me that I want, my son to adopt. I don't want him to act like another man. I don't want to have to deprogram him from pronouncing certain words or any kind of bad behavior. Right? So just being the only man that he sees his mother with is always going to be very important to me. So much so that I attached myself. I wasn't Aaron Moses the one, Aaron Moses the black man, Aaron Moses the father. It was Aaron Moses the family man, Ale's boyfriend, potential husband one day, future husband. And the fact that not only am I taking care of my responsibilities as far as my son, but I'm also loving his mother. I'm keeping all the weirdos away that's okay with her having 2 baby daddies, and you want to be the 6th person in her little makeshift family. So that's what my identity was. Not only am I a father, but I have the ability to maintain, which 70-something% of black men can't do. So it just made me feel special. It made me feel different. But I'm not the one that broke up, so that's not really on me. The next thing I've learned, of course, not to take people for granted. Now, I've been over there a couple times after this, and she treats me very similar. She gives me food. If they have leftovers after we eat, she asks me about my health, my day, tells me I need to stop smoking so much, offers me medicine. I don't want to say I took that for granted. I mean, I guess that's exactly what it is, because I was going to say, I didn't really realize how important that was. And just eating the food after the breakup, still feeling that love inside her cooking was like, that really hurt me. I didn't even really want to eat it. It's still in there, after almost a week, because it hurt, just feeling that love didn't come from me, and it didn't come from somebody who invested all this money and time into building their restaurant, but this woman, even like with my first baby mama, after we parted ways, she wasn't really like somebody who I was super committed with. Now, granted, this was in my early 20s, mid 20s. And I told her, like, bro, I didn't plan on having this baby with you. So we could do our thing, but after a minute, I'm gonna have to do my own thing. Maybe like after 2, 3, maybe 4 years tops. But I just met you, you know. I got her pregnant like within 2 weeks of us interacting physically. I wasn't really attracted to her physically. We were not compatible. We didn't like the same stuff. Now that I'm not with my girl, I could say she had a cool little body, bro. She had a fat ass. But other than that, I just wasn't drawn to her physically, and it is what it is. But she did some pretty cool stuff that I value to this day that I didn't really care about because I was a younger person. I'm still young now. The third thing that I learned, which I kind of already knew this, but I was going to say women, but people in general can tell that you're upset because of a woman, your female problems. Not necessarily because I'm mugging all females, which I did like the first 2 days, but they could for sure tell, oh, this nigga somebody just did something to him and it wasn't a man. He's not broke, or he didn't lose his dog didn't just pass away. He's having issues with his woman right now, or he doesn't have a woman anymore. And it's not like maybe I should just pay attention to people more when I see they're upset. I don't know, man. People could just tell when you're mad over a woman. The next thing is self-care heals all. Not the D-rugs, not the alcohol. Now, at first, of course, you know, this is somebody I was in love with at some point. So me, I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to just make her regret it. And I'm going to get an even badder one and an even younger one with no kids. But doing that first 3 push-ups, to be honest with you, I felt like this black energy come from the center of my chest, and my vision went like black and purple, and I just felt this sadness coming from my chest, and I could not do any more push-ups after 3. And I wanted to take care of myself, but I just kept thinking, like, why? Nobody's going to be able to reap the benefits of me taking care of myself but myself. My son does not care that I do push-ups. My managers don't care if I do push-ups. These residents don't care if I started off being able to do 25. Now I could do 35 at the end of the week. But actually, like, sitting down, taking a bath, you know, preparing a nice, healthy, clean meal, you know, cleaning up the crib a little bit. And you know how that made me feel a lot better. So if you ever feel sad, bro, man, clip your nails. Start there. Even like as I was sad, I was in the shower and I start picking you might be like, ew, Aaron, shut up. I start picking my toenails, and it just made me feel better because I just took care of myself. My toes are shorter. You know, my toenails are shorter. I clip my nails, you know what I'm saying? I'm brushing my teeth. And I was like, ooh, okay, I get it now, you know? So self-care is very important. You could get intoxicated, you could get inebriated. That's not gonna make you feel better, bro. That's just gonna make you do like me, man. That's just gonna make you call your mom and curse her out and blame her. Why did you make me like this? I didn't grow up with a father. I didn't see you guys loving each other. And now I'm repeating the same cycle because you didn't have a dad. That's not healthy. That's what liquor does, bro. So if you want to do that, if you want to burn bridges with your mom and you know you might need her in the future, or you want to call that's another thing, and you want to call your homies and like, bro, why you crying over this bitch, man? Bro, you a player, bro. You better than this, bro. You got a good job. You black. You this, you that. You could rap. Bro, just put it in the music. People, when you go to a certain type of people, all the weird, just dumb advice you get is going to make you crazier. It's going to be one person, they're not even listening because they're dealing with their stuff, yelling at their kids in the background. The other person's like, they never really had a serious girlfriend and they don't even like women on that level, on a romantic level. I don't have any. Shout out to the homies. Shout out to the LGBTQIA community. I don't really have any friends that play on that squad, man. Shout out to the people who know who you are, that I have conversations with on and off. But I was just raised, a certain type of way. Y'all are cool. And make the world go round. It's just different with me. Just being from where I'm from. And just like the advice, sometimes the best advice is no advice, because it's just gonna piss you off, bro. Bro, just apologize to her. Say you sorry. Buy her some flowers. I did. She told me she didn't even want the flowers, but she'll take them. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you, player. I'm like, all right, I gotta go. I'm gonna just take another shot, because I'm gonna take another shot and listen to some sugar-free, because you're making the situation worse, sir. Right? And then that's another thing. Sometimes you just gotta trust your intuition. Speaking of that, sugar-free. The next thing I learned, which I never understood until this, relatable music. I could see why you feel like jumping off a bridge, and then you might put on a song named "Today I Almost Jumped Off a Bridge," and you're like, ooh, that makes me feel so much better. Bro, tell me why I listen to, I think it's called "When a Woman's Fed Up" by, what's that name, that guy's name? R. Kelly? I listened to a whole bunch of R. Kelly. I listened to all the oldies, breakup songs, and all the songs where they were begging women on their knees. And I'm So Tired of Being Alone by, I think, Marvin Gaye or Al Green. I was like, oh, now I understand. Save Me by XXXTentacion, R.I.P. to him. Nigga, that helps. That really does help, just knowing that other people feel like that. I've been depressed. I've had anxiety, and I've listened to songs about depression and anxiety. And it was always like, why do people listen to this? I'm about to listen to some gangster music, Nick. I'm about to put on some 3 6 Mafia talking about, what they talk about. Now that helps. That helps because they're not talking about women. They're not talking about relationships. They're talking about putting stuff in their nose and sliding on their ops and robbing people. Yeah, that helps. But it's not healthy, because it makes you feel like doing that to those who hurt you, which is not healthy. And you start visualizing it, and what you visualize, you attract and you manifest ultimately. And I don't want to 3 6 Mafia my baby mama. But I do want to reminisce on the good times and actually process these emotions and these feelings properly. Grown man stuff. Shout out to 3 6 Mafia though. The next thing I learned was, oh my God, shout out to R.I.P. the late great Godfather Kevin Samuels. I'm about to say something, and the last two things, you women, and you're not gonna like it, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? Single women keep women single. Facts. Single women keep women single, and so do you orbiters. What's an orbiter? The niggas that's in her DM that she won't even put in the friend zone, that's hoping and praying because they watched all these Disney movies. They watched Love Jones, and they watched Brown Sugar, and they watched what's the movie? They watched The Wood. You're an orbiter, then you get put in the friend zone, and then after her boyfriend messes up, or you're always there to listen to her problems, and eventually, out of nowhere, from being in the friend zone, which, side note, gentlemen, if a woman puts you in the friend zone, if you're just friends, if you didn't decide that for yourself, that means she doesn't think you're good enough to be her man. But she can take your time, energy, resources and attention from you. She can get the benefits of having 10% of a boyfriend without giving you anything. That's what a friend is. That's what a male friend is. She's going to ask you for favors and attention and money and attention and resources and attention and money and energy and attention. But she doesn't have to do anything. She doesn't have to exchange anything that you value besides her attention and her conversations, which is not equal. So you're being used. Okay? So single women keep women single, and so do you weird ass orbiters and you weird male friends. And like I said, if you didn't decide to friend zone her, it's like that. Sorry. When I was getting back into the cycle of drinking, my bad habits, what did she do? She started hanging out with these weird ass females that don't have a real life, that have children, but they don't have any, not necessarily because they're single mothers, but they don't have a history of having a successful relationship, a recent history. Now, when we were like earlier into our relationship, when she had respect for me, I would tell her, look, bro, you cannot be taking advice, relationship advice, from these women that are single, that don't have any history of any successful relationships with a man, romantic relationships with a man. These perpetual baby mamas, these females that have 5 kids by 3 baby daddies, 3 and 4 baby daddies, and they're still engaging, they're still fornicating with 2 of them, and only one of them pays child support. You can't do that. That's not wise. Oh, she was married for 10 years. How long ago? 20 years ago? What? So she was 40. She got married when she was 18. She got divorced when she was... So she's 50. She got married when she was 18. She got divorced. She filed for divorce at 28. And she has been just dating around and had 2 other children in 20 years. And you want to take dating advice from her? You want to take relationship advice from somebody who doesn't have a relationship? You want to take money advice, financial advice from somebody who has a $10,000 student loan and they have negative $50 in the bank? That doesn't make sense. But Aaron, none of your friends are married. All of my friends are good with women. It's not the same. You could be good with women and not be married, and I have a gang of children, and I have a girlfriend. That doesn't mean you're not good with women. That probably means that you are good with women, if I'm being honest. But you're not good with relationships as a woman if you don't have a man. Because every woman wants a man. Every straight woman. Right? Or I should say this. Every woman that values the company and what a man can actually bring to the table wants a man. And if you don't have that, then you don't need to be giving relationships. If you want something but you don't have it, and you don't have a healthy relationship with that part of the species, you don't give other people relationship advice. Because now that's affecting me, that's affecting our children, our child. Okay? These women saw the pattern. Oh yeah. As soon as she got her boyfriend, she stopped talking. Have you talked to Renee in the past 2 weeks? No, I haven't. I was just gonna ask you the same. She hasn't been calling me or texting me or coming around ever since she's been with Vaughn. Huh. Really? You don't say. Do you think it's because she's investing her time into something that matters? Instead of people that only talk about people and people that aren't progressing in life, and the people that are progressing in life are becoming more unattractive to men because they understand them less, because they don't interact with them on a healthy level even more and more every day. She was only friends with you because she didn't have a man and she just wanted you to keep her company. Oh, so those same friends who miss your company, you don't think they would give you bad advice so you could be miserable with them too? So you guys could have little weird pajama date. I don't know what y'all do together. Date nights and go to the club and concerts and paint each other's nails like you're in high school. Like, no, I want to encourage the homie to get a woman so he won't tell me about his problems. The only problems I want to hear about is money problems. No, I don't got it. And out of the past 8 years, I've been in a relationship for 9 of those years. So I know something. I don't know everything, but I know something. I've been in a relationship since I was 21 with 3 different females. As long as I've been, I'm not going to go into that, but it is what it is. That's what I learned. Well, another thing that I learned is, I'm going to give you 2 more. You could know something, this is something that I had to experience. I learned wisdom. I learned the true definition of wisdom, which I already could explain to you what wisdom is. But this is just a life lesson, okay? My girl would tell me what she wanted over and over and over for years. And I didn't really understand the importance of those things until I experienced this, because it all started to make sense. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Don't try to control her, because this is what she's gonna do. She's gonna sneak around, and she's not a bad person for this. It's just because it was just certain things were lost, certain things I compromised. She's gonna sneak around and go with she literally did the opposite of everything. You're gonna hang out with these loser women, right? Be rebellious because you think that she's having fun and being free. You're gonna take her advice and you're gonna alter the course of our child's life because you're listening to her. The exact same thing I told you not to do. And you see what happens. You're gonna get a female, and I'm not trying to put I'm not gonna say all of that because I don't want to really I want to cause any issues. But the only way that I was able to learn the importance of certain things is by actually having the space and the time to meditate, which I also didn't know how time consuming having a girlfriend was. I thought I did until there was nothing else to do. I didn't have anybody to love anymore but myself, which is really, it is what it is. I don't think I'll ever get used to it, but it is what it is. I have other things to do, but, being told that a stove is hot and touching it is 2 different things. And when you don't have enough value to a person, and when you don't have enough respect from a person, you giving them certain advice and certain instructions and giving them certain expectations, it's just not wise. You shouldn't expect anybody to respond to you if you can already sense that there's a level of respect there that you don't feel like you deserve. It's laughable for you to do that. And that's what I did a lot. And the last thing I learned is, which don't take this the wrong way, bros. Ladies, don't take this the wrong way. Women don't really care about, people don't care about what you're going through, but especially women. Because men, we could be broke. We could be broke. We have no resources. And we could still feel free. The difference between a man and a woman, the primary difference psychologically, is that a man goes into the world fearless. And when you're fearless, I'm not talking about the hood, I'm not talking about the inner urban communities, the country, the middle of the jungle. I'm just saying in life, when you think about your future, okay? A man's future is not dictated by his past for the most part. It's not the same for a woman, it's the opposite. Women go into the world with fear. And when you're in fear, you're in survival mode. Fear of everything. Fear if a man's gonna attack you. Men don't really think about that. Fear a man is gonna take your body and use it how he wants to use it. Fear that it's gonna rain and it's gonna mess up your hair. Fear that your car is gonna break down and you're not gonna know what to do. Fear that you're gonna, just for the married women, fear that your husband's gonna divorce you for a younger woman and you're gonna have to start working at Walmart when you're 60, till you're 60. You know what I'm saying? Men don't really think about that all day. The whole world, why do you think women spend most of the money? It's not because of hygiene products. It's because it's to alleviate the fear that they have. So when you're constantly in fear, how could you care about how other people think and feel? When you're going through something, your woman got you to alleviate fear. So when you're going through something and now she's back in scarcity, she's back in fear, survival mode, she doesn't care what you're going through. And I would tell her, because I'm thinking, okay, you believe that men and women are equal. You believe that I could tell you my problems. Why are you doing this, Aaron? Because I'm going through this and I'm going through that and I feel like this and I don't know what to do. She didn't care. Not that she's a bad person. She's not biologically hardwired to care about anybody else but her child and herself. And I'm not talking about my woman or my son's mother. I'm talking about everybody without a Y chromosome. It's not a bad thing, because if they start caring about you, then you're going to get lazy. And men don't care about you either. People who are in scarcity mode, people who are not rich, people who are not abundant, people who don't have mental and emotional freedom, they don't have time to care about you. They don't have emotional availability to care about your problems. And it's not their fault. It's your fault for you not being solution-based. Why would you bring a woman who expects you to be the solution to all her problems and her provider, the provider of positive emotions, and that's why she starts hanging out with these bums, is because a female that's supposedly free, that doesn't have a man telling her what to do, and she doesn't have any boundaries or direction or structure in her life. Of course that looks fun. Acting like a child is gonna look fun to a grown-up in every way, a lot of times. So if you're not giving her that good sensation, not saying be a clown, somebody who's an actual clown is gonna make you look like a bore. Structure is fun. Order is fun. Discipline is fun. Not saying I was the most structured, organized, ordered, disciplined person, because I wasn't. But I wasn't a clown. I wasn't this weirdo trying to still do the same things when you're 20. In your 50s when you're 20. You feel me? But at the end of the day, bro, it's important for you to stay in remembrance. This is not a bad person. This is not a monster. This is not, the devil's creation because this woman is incapable. Not all women. And I'm not saying that she doesn't care at all, but she doesn't care a fraction as much as you care about your own problems. She just wants to see you be great. She don't want to see you act like her. I don't know what to do. Maybe I should call a doctor. Maybe I should Google it. Where's my phone? That's ugly for a man. You saying you don't know what to do is the same thing. You saying that you're out of solutions. You ran out of brain power. I just don't feel like, I don't know what to do. I'm so confused. That's the same thing as crying, bro. That's the same thing as crying because your favorite show got canceled. She's going to dry right up. And you're going to have to beat a bodybuilder up with one hand tied behind your back to redeem yourself from that. So don't do that. So anyways, I want to do one reaction or a couple reactions a little bit later. So I need to save my voice. Hopefully it comes back by Sunday or Monday. What's Monday? What am I doing Monday? I can't remember. I'm doing something. I can't remember. I got therapy. I forgot. It is what it is. It's not what it's not. I didn't mean to offend the ladies, of course. I just had to make this video just to give information to the people to help you guys understand, man. If you have a woman, man, take care of her, bro. You don't have to do everything that she says. But if she's complaining about how much you don't take her out, you don't got to take her out every week. Financially, you can't afford that. You shouldn't even want to. You could spend $100 a month take her to the movies, take her out to eat. Well, whatever she likes to do. But plan it yourself. Don't make her pay for it. She could pay for at least a Uber because she wants to go out and you don't want to, and you're doing this for her. She could pay for the Uber one way, you pay for it back and pay for the whole rest of the night. At least. If you truly can't afford it, if you can, don't be petty. But it is what it is. It's not what it's not. It's Aaron Moses. I should have just talked like that the whole time. So, like the 7 things that I learned about breaking up. But yeah, it is what it is. It's not what it's not. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang together, man. Ooh, that's kind of sexy. Life is in the breath. Breathing in. Peace.